Hello, Facebook family and friends. I'm Kellie Felgate, located all the way down in Australia, and welcome to Chillax with Kellie Felgate. Today's call is just about saying hi to everybody, my team, and those who have united with me on this amazing journey of a lifetime that is certainly going to impact the world in wow ways. I live in Australia. Today's just a chillax moment. These calls are just to come and say hello to people because I'm really busy. And yes, I do have automation and all that happening, but to share a story too about my journey. Now I can come on and I can share a lot of stories about a lot of mentors' stories, but I like to be individual and I like to be myself and I like to share from my own experiences. I was a country girl, and I've always been country and city. When I was in the city, I was going to school, and my parents had to travel away from the country to be able to provide for our families. So we had to leave family to be provided for. And but I've always come back to the country, and in my adult life from 20 to now I'm in my early 50s, was always in the country and country environment. I lived in a little place called Tatham, and there I had 60 acres. It was a cattle farm, and so I helped on that and helped with the gardening, and we grew our own hay and we'd learned, the ropes of farming, how to produce to keep that flow of in that season, the storehouse. We learned how to gather the hay and put it in the storehouse to feed the cattle, when it was the wet season and there was nothing there. And we'd also divide the paddocks into section blocks so that they were able to be sufficiently fed for that day. But what happens on a cattle farm too is you have neighbors who have cattle. And what happened this day was the bull is very territorial. They love their herd and they're very territorial. And you have neighbors who are cattle farmers as well. Well, the neighbors' cattle, the bull had actually jumped through the paddocks, and our bull, Bruce, and he didn't like that, obviously. He's jumped the fence and come into his territory. And what happens is, these bulls go head to head and they lock horns and they really rough it out with each other. And I'm standing there watching this fight between these two bulls. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't go and save them. I can't get involved here because I'm going to get hurt. Sometimes we do need to learn not to get involved in things and let the battle go out. I've always heard too, offer the olive branch of peace. Well, this was a scenario where there was going to be no offering of an olive branch. So as these two bulls tuggled with each other and pushed each other through fences, the bull that was the intruder, Bruce, our bull, just kept wrestling with him and sent him into the electric fences. Yeah, so as this bull has gone into the electric fences, he's jolted off the electric fence and gone into a bolt back home. Now, the message of the story is sometimes we do need to be that strong bull. We need to grab it by the horns. We need to go with the ride. And we also need to, when those times of obstacles come and hit us, we need to wrestle with it, but still with, focus, but still push forward, to keep pushing and pushing and pushing forward until that obstacle basically hits the electric fence and goes in a whole different direction. And you're still on course going where you need to go, going where your mission, your destination, because you didn't give in, you didn't quit, you didn't offer even the olive branch. It was like, no, I'm determined and I'm going to stay focused and we're going to keep charging through this. And whatever obstacles or challenges come before us, we deal with them. We work out a problem or way of a problem solution around that circumstance. And another thing, we just keep pushing forward. Another thing as well, we can develop bad habits, I suppose, or we are not in any kind of habit when it comes to doing what we need to do. Well, I've started today a 30-day habits get broken in 30 days. And I've started writing down today, get myself back in habit as well, everything I'm doing for the day. Now, if I keep this up for 30 days and if I miss a day, then that adds another day onto it. But I write down, woke up at 7 o'clock, had my coffee at 9, I checked my emails at 10, I got on my live call at 10, and I write this down now all day on this piece of paper or a book, everything that I'm doing for the next 30 days. One, this is going to develop good habits in me. 2, it's going to really set up the pattern of that behavior to enter my life. And 3, it's going to keep me organized. Now, you have time plans, schedules, and all that as well. But, it just keeps you on track. I post a lot of banners during the day. And when I have a time schedule to do that, then I'm going to be able to follow that. Okay, it's 10 o'clock, I've got to post a banner. Or, okay, it's 3 hours later and I've got to post another one. Or, whatever my tasks are for that day, they'll be recorded and it will become habitual. And that's really sometimes what we want in our life, is things to become of a good habit that brings us greater success. So I choose to feel good about myself. I am worthy of my own love. Come and love yourself today, because when you love yourself, you're able to give to others as well. So I am feeling good about myself, and I am worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be loved. So that's our motivation today. And love yourself so that you can give out to others. And any of those obstacles, send them into the electric fence. Have a great day. Bye-bye.